Welcome back to Gray Squadron Gaming, where we have another exciting episode in our Legion Battle Report series. This is episode 89, Attack of the Clones.
Sure.
Why not?
I'm going to attack some clones, that's for sure.
You guys, he doesn't look like it, but this guy right here, this is Cody. Everyone say hi, Cody.
Hi, Cody.
Yeah, I don't have Cody yet because he's not out yet, but we wanted to get you a video with Cody and his cards on the table as soon as possible. So.
That's probably why you're seeing a LAAT in the corner there.
There might be a LAAT, or, like right over here somewhere. Right there.
There it is. There's your finger.
So my list is essentially Commander Cody. I put 2 upgrades on him and 2 upgrades only. We have Hunter and Commanding Presence, so he can direct from distance 4. I thought that would be fun.
That is pretty solid, yeah.
So if the Bark or the ATRTs or LAAT gets a little far and he still needs to direct, he can do that.
He sure can.
Phase 2s with the Engineer and a Z6. 1 unit of Phase 1s with a DC-15 and an Engineer. Another unit of Phase 1s with just the DC-15, and 1 last Phase 1 with the RPS rocket launcher. I have 2 ATRTs, each with laser cannons, and a Bark Speeder with the RPS 6 gunner, which is the first time I brought that one, I think, on the channel ever with the gunner version.
It's quite possible.
And a LAAT, because everyone was telling me I have to run the LAAT with Hound and Grizzer for the extra observe tokens. I don't know if it's worth it because they have to use an action to use it, but we're going to try it out. He also has the armor-piercing shells and the link targeting array, so that direct will give him a name at least.
That's handy.
Should be fun. Altogether, it brought me at some number of points above 700, but below 800. I don't remember the exact number. I'll get it to you in a second.
It's good that you looked it up before we started filming.
That's always good. I'm always on top of things here.
It's true. It's true.
But a special thanks to all our Patreons, specifically the Commander Patreons.
A huge thanks to our commanders, Jason Nickerchek, Dan Dubak, Jamal Alwahadi, Mitchum Ernst, Alex Bingham, Michael Klein, Caleb Rogers, Anthony Johnson, Anthony Minerva, Steve Sneed, Paul Jorgensen, Astaf, Just David, Archon Dan, Thomas Chapman, James Wood, Sam Page, Andre Moskop, Kev Powell, Gregory Williams, Eli, Arthur, and Walden K. Wood, Cam Nickel, Howard Bunomo, or Anthony Bunomo, I'm sorry, I don't know where Howard came from, Kazran, Zach Tech, Calico Kid, Chris Kemp, Flowit, and Jan Alexander Henson. Huge thanks to all of our Patreons, especially those commanders. If you were interested in becoming a Patreon and supporting the channel, check out our page. We got a whole bunch of fun stuff you get. You get cool Discord access where we ask you questions. We didn't for this one, but it happens on most of them.
Bonus entries and all of our giveaways.
Early access to these sweet, awesome videos.
And much more. Check it out. With that said, people didn't want us to do like a video or talk about our Adepticon experience. Don played in the LCQ. I played with him in the last day of the teams. So we'll talk about the end of the video. So if you're interested in that, hang out to the end and we'll discuss. With that said, though, let's go check out Don's list.
All right, and for my Empire list, as you can see, we're going heavy on heavy, guys. So I have Veers with Commanding Presence. I have my own LAAT with Baron Rudor and armor-piercing shells. I have an ATST with a Hammers Pilot and the Twin Light Blaster Cannons. I have 3 units of the Speeder Bikes. I have 2 units of the Stormtroopers with the HH-12 and the Stormtrooper Specialist. And then I have 1 unit of Snowtroopers with Dell and Recon Intel. So that brought me in at 799, which may or may not make me blue or red player. We'll find out in just a second when we go take a look at those cards.
We both pretty much decided, without knowing each other's list, that we were going to bring armor. Not only were we going to bring armor, we were going to bring all the anti-armor as well.
Well, when we decided that you were bringing Cody, it's kind of a foregone conclusion that you were bringing armor. And I was like, what better thing to put against armor than some more armor?
At least there's no darks. Okay,
it's true.
Let's go do it. Welcome to the last week for the giveaways for the awesome cards and tokens. Obi-Wan, Anakin, R2, some exclusive Gray Squadron Gaming Curled Paw mirrored tokens. They have a nice mirrored finish to them. They're pretty awesome. One winner, one lucky person will get this, one person this, etc. So we have 4 winners for these last string of videos. This is the last week for that. Next week, I'll give you guys a preview. Our next video, we'll start the giveaway for some sweet Worlds prizes that we got at the lovely Adepticon. So this will go to someone, but this is for next week. But I wanted to give you guys a little glimpse. This week, it's these lovely prizes. With that said,
with all that being said,
these are Don's cards because I was at 800 and he was at 799. So he's
right.
Blue, I'm red.
I should have picked red and made you pull out cards.
You should have, but you didn't. So we
should have. I'm gonna pass. Oh no, I'm not gonna pass. I'm gonna get rid of Battle Lines. Battle Lines is boring.
I'm gonna pass. I'm not gonna pass. I'm gonna get rid of Bowman. He's got more bikes and speed than I do, guys. I only have 1 bark.
Let's get rid of Key.
No Key. Okay.
Key's boring.
You got me in a weird conundrum here, sir. Also, payload. Payload, but I don't know if it really favors either one of us as much. Maybe. Hemmed in would be a very short payload, right? Also, isn't that the tricky one to place the things with payload and while you're on? Or payload and hemmed in?
Mm-hmm.
Either way, clones, I don't know if you guys know this, clones don't like Yeah, no, I have phase ones. I don't want to do that. So let's go payload, hemmed in, minefield, kaboomies, oh no's. Look at that. Big boomies. I'm not even showing you the cards. There we go.
Let's do it.
Welcome to round one, where he went with evasive maneuvers. Veers 2-pip, 2 vehicles. When a friendly vehicle is issued an order, it gains 1 dodge token. Friendly vehicle units can spend dodge tokens to cancel the crit resolved. AKA, this was outmaneuver before they made the keyword outmaneuver. Combined arms, new one from Cody. It's his 3-pip. It's 2 troopers, 2 vehicles. During his activation, Clone Commander Cody may perform his free actions up to 2 times. When a friendly vehicle unit declares an attack against an enemy unit that has an observation token, they may spend the token if they do after the friendly clone trooper gets at range 1 gets to move a speed 1. So after they spend the token, they can make this clone trooper move at a speed 1. Helps the clones move up as the giant. I hope this thing comes to leadership. Look at that cool art. Let's start walking forward.
T-art? No. T-A-T-E. T-E.
So this is one of my deployment zones. As you can see, it's very busy. Lots of stuff happening. Oh wait, there is one unit there with the bomb cart. He placed one of his bombs here. Otherwise, I have my LAAT, all 3 of my other clone units. Cody up here because he's got jump, so he's cool. 2 ATRs, laser cannons, both scouted up, and a bark with the RPS there. Because my spot I have to get to is that alligator head, and I put a bomb token there next to his spot he has to get to, and he put a bomb next to the spot I have to get to. The other bomb token I placed is there, and there's all his forces. So as you can see, we're almost playing on the 3x3 tonight, apparently, but you know.
Almost.
The LAAT, the statue, the buildings, the big Geonosis structures, they're all going to be in the skull, the TIE Defender that's over here. That's all heavy cover. Any of the skinny ones, this one, that one over there, these small things, these 2 things are skinny and small, are all light cover. This building is height 2, multiple layers. With that, he played a 2-pip, so Donnie Boy gets to go first.
All right, I'm going to actually start with the ATST, and we are going to go ahead and take an aim for our first action. We're going to shoot everything we got into the blue ATRT, yeah.
Don knows all the...
There's too many T's. All right, so I've got the triple rainbow firing the primary weapon and the light blaster. I have impact 4, and I have surge
So that's a
to
lot of
hit with our lovely hammers pilot.
I don't think a surge to hit will do too much, but let's see.
Oh, impact 4.
Yeah, I guess if you roll a ton of surges, you're correct.
All right, so
It will help. You play
that's going to be 1. I don't even have my impact value yet.
Nope, not quite.
So that's a good
I
start.
have a feeling you're going to get it here, though.
I'm hoping.
It's a good chance.
Alrighty, so not
5 crits?
Yeah, just 5 crits.
Just 5 crits. I think an ATRT has, what, 6 health?
It's not looking good.
4, 5. We roll white dice. We do surge defense. That's it. That's it. We will block 1, taking 4. It's ouch
I
time.
think that breaks you, doesn't it?
Here goes my stack. I'm hoping for either a core or a commander. We got Cody.
Commander.
Cody. So we pre-measured this off screen, but he's going to jump pretty much right between those 2 ATRT legs. Because he's got jump 1
and that's why they gave Cody jump 1.
he has a sweet observe. Oh, he's tactical, so that gives him a free aim, right?
Yep.
Make sure we do all the cool tricks with him. He's new,
All
so if
tricks,
I mess up,
yep.
guys, I apologize. But he's got tactical. Now he's got observe 2, and with his command card, he can do his free actions choice. We definitely have
Pretty
an ATST
nifty,
at
yeah.
range 3 now, and I think that's the only thing we really have.
I think that is the only thing.
Which is okay, because we're probably going to shoot the heck out of it. So we're going to observe 2, and do it again for a total of 4, not 5.
Joe's good at math.
Tokens there. And now, what we do is, I guess, we shoot it.
It's a good plan. It's a good plan. I like the thoughts that are behind it.
I think we just shoot it. So let's go shoot it.
Let's go shoot it.
Okay, so I'm not happy with how this turn already went, but I'll explain why later. We got red, black, white. Is that what I said?
I believe so.
That seems like too many dice.
It's
one black.
I was gonna say I think it's supposed to be 4 dice.
Red, black, white. Surging the crit, lethal 1, impact 1. I have an aim, tactical, and 4 observation tokens from himself. So we're going to shoot this ATSC.
Well, that's a solid start.
We'll spend this aim. No, we won't spend the aim because I can't activate lethal then. We'll spend 1 observation token first.
Okay.
Just one. We got Hound and Grizzler still, right?
Sure.
There's my impact. I don't think I'm going to chance it with the white. I think I'm going to make it... This will impact to a crit, and I'm going to make it pierce 1. So 3 pierce 1.
I will dodge 1, so 2 pierce 1.
2 pierce 1.
I roll red dice, surging to defense.
White dice, surging defense.
White dice, surging defense.
And we pierced it.
So we pierced it. So 2 wounds on the ATS.
Pretty made a mistake. Just to clarify, he has target 1, not tactical. So he wouldn't have got the aim. So therefore, we went back to the box. I used 1 more observation token on the white dice. Got a surge. He does surge to crit, luckily. So we got the same outcome that we would have. So no mess up there. We're good, right?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Just making sure. So target 1, not tactical. This is a different guy. And Don's turn, going with...
I'm going to go with the LAAT.
The LAAT attack.
Yeah, and we are going to just move on forward here. Just hop right over here. End up right there. We'll shoot into our friendly neighborhood ATRT.
Would he get heavy cover from that?
Probably.
I think so. He's not very tall. I love how they have full armor when they're in an exposed cockpit. It's one of my favorite things about the ATRT.
All right, so I am going to tap the armor-piercing shell. So this is going to be 2 reds, 5 blacks, impact 3 into heavy cover. Which is unfortunate, but he's got 2 health left, so we're going to try.
You don't surge.
I don't surge. Cover is actually going to eat it, so you're just going to roll for 1, unfortunately.
So I will not die. I have 2 health left. Thank the makers. I take another wound. Okay, we were trying to push this off to be able to make these guys move up to do a full fire support, but he's got 1 health left. I'm not going to get lucky again. So let's go with him. He does have range onto the big boy. We'll shoot him. Fire support-wise, I'm thinking I'm not going to fire the RPS because it's not a lot of dice for this shot. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to fire the DC-15 unit.
Okay.
Which will literally be just the DC-15. So this will be 3 reds and 1 black because we lost the black dice from the broken with impact 3 and critical 1. Okay, my first action was to aim. Second action is to shoot. He's supplying a red and a black because his gun, of course, got damaged. So he lost 1 of his black dice. He is fire supporting the orange clone unit, 212. They just have the DC-15 in range. That's 2 reds with critical 1. Impact 3. Let's see what we get.
Sure.
There's my critical, and there's my impact.
All right, so all 4 is what
So that kind of worked out well. And then we'll save the aim for another clone to use later. Or I guess it's on the ATRT.
So I block 2, take 2.
With awesome Cody's command card. After his shot, I forgot to say on the camera, he spent 1 of the observation tokens to trigger his ability, which is pick a unit within range 1, a trooper unit, they get to move at speed 1. So we use the blue troopers, they have the rocket launcher, move them up 1 to get them in a better fire position turn for maybe someone else. Now we're over here.
Sure. I'm going to go over to my stack here. I've got a core. I'm going to go with these snow troopers. We're going to aim for our first action. We're going to do a slight move up here just to get in range 1 of our ATST. And then with our steady, we're going to go ahead and shoot Dell into Cody.
Dell, okay.
And then with Dell, I'm also going to take 2 wounds off of our ATST.
Okay, well, Dell's tapped early.
That's Dell tapped early, but 2 wounds off our ATST is never bad.
If you bring in a droid like IG-88 or any vehicle, Dell should be stapled onto a core.
All right, so Dell rolls 2 black dice. He has lethal and high velocity. He doesn't have any dodges, so high velocity is not going to matter. We do search to hit, and we are shooting into light cover. We'll go ahead and spend that aim on...
I don't think it's going to be lethal.
On rerolls here. Into just a suppression.
We're going to go with the ATRT over here. It's got a nice fire support shot set up, so we're going to take an aim for our first action.
Sure.
Second is going to shoot. We're going to tap the ones that were able to move up last round with the ability.
Sure.
We're going to fire, because now they're within range 3. Everything into that guy.
Everything in the ATST. I will get light cover because of the angle and this big old spire, so we'll take that.
Okay, we have black, black, red, impact 3 for the ATRT, surging to hit. We have 4 blacks for the regular troopers, and then a rainbow for the RPS with impact 2, making this an impact 5 shot. We did take an aim for our first action, and there is 1 observation token left out there.
There's 2.
No, I spent 1.
You spent 2. Oh, yeah, you spent 1 to activate the ability. Yeah, so it's just 1 left.
It's okay. Okay, here we go. Big bucket pull, looking for crits and hits and all the funs. Oh, just a lot of surges.
I like that. I
So
like
there's
seeing all those
4.
surges.
Oh, ATRT surges, duh. It's a fire support shot, man.
You're right, you're right.
So never mind. We're definitely hitting our...
Yeah, I think my light cover's not going to make a much
we're
of a
going to spend
difference.
an aim on these 2, hoping for natty crits, because we're past our impact value at this point. No, but we do hit everything.
Okay.
We have impact 5 on this shot, so I'm not going to move 5.
So we're taking 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dice will get through. The other 5, unfortunately, drop off.
So 5 whites. We'll block 2, take 3. We're up to 5 wounds on the ATSC already. All right, we're going to go to the stack. It's support. Let's go ahead and go with the blue unit of bikes here. And they will compulse for their first action. Ending right about there. Just going to move them just a smidge there. And then That's not gonna matter. Let's go all the way this way. And then we will take our shot into, or we'll take an aim for our second action, and then shoot into the...
The cart does provide
close.
heavy cover, so we'll have heavy cover at least, but nothing else going for us at the moment.
All right, so we got a double rainbow surging to hit with our 2 bikes. We have an aim token. They have heavy cover. It's a solid start of a lot of blanks. We'll spend the aim on the 2 blacks. We'll convert, so you're going to roll for 2.
Red dice, no surging on their dice. We'll lose 2 close.
I'll take 2.
Go to my stack, we have a core. After that last fire support shot, I did use the last observation token to have this unit move up. If you're wondering why they're up, because I don't think I said that. They do have the engineer, so they're going to spend his 1 charge, if you will, to remove this damage on the ATRT, bringing him back up a little bit more lively.
You don't want to fix his weapon?
No, he can keep the 1 dice gone. We'll take an aim for their first action.
Okay.
They do have critical 1 on their gun, so let's shoot the ATS and see if we can get lucky here.
Sounds great.
Okay, so this is 5 blacks is the engineer, and the clone faction is a combatant. And then 2 red to the DC 15 critical 1 with an aim token, shooting into full armor. Well, there's 2 crits we got right there.
That's a solid start.
There's our only critical we spent. Let's reroll. Let's just reroll a red and a black for fun with the aim, because it doesn't matter. We're looking for natty crits only now at this moment.
Get those natty crits.
Nope. So we're looking at 2 crits coming on to the ATST.
2 crits onto my ATST. We're gonna block 1. My stack here. It's another support. We're gonna go ahead and go with the purple bike here. It is gonna go ahead and move up. Second, we will move up again. And then we will take a shot into the heavy cover clones here.
Okay.
See what happens. All right, so we're doing the double rainbow again into heavy cover. No aim this time. And let's see what we can do. That's a little better. It's better than the aim shot. So these will all surge to hits. We're going to lose our 2 from cover. You're rolling for 3.
We're still searching for that first defensive block of the game on my units, so let's see if we can get one. Just one.
You got the one.
Since he's contesting this point now, I gotta have to kind of answer that. So we're gonna go with the LAAT. It does have this lovely strafe ability.
Strafing's always pretty cool.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get it out of the guidelines here. Forget that I didn't glue that one down.
I did that too earlier. Oh, this could be dangerous.
For transportation wise, you gotta.
Can he fit on the board?
We can just barely, boys and girls.
Just a hair over there.
Just a hair, and we're there. Okay, we're gonna. I don't know how to remove this without moving anything. We're gonna remove it very carefully. Okay. We'll try to put the LAAT back on eventually, but it's gonna shoot those bikes.
Shoot my bikes.
Because they're right there.
They're right there.
Yeah, I was kind of contemplating if I wanted to tap these shells or not, because the impact obviously won't help, but I'm going to just for the dice pool. So the total dice pool is going to be 2 reds, 5 blacks, with an aim from the link targeting array. Everything shooting into his bikes are going to have light cover because they're bikes.
Bike light cover is always good cover. That's pretty solid. Oh, it's cocked. You're going to have to re-roll it.
I think you're right. I think it is kind of cocked. Let's give that a quick re-roll.
That worked out much better for you than
spend the
nothing
aim
it was before.
On these 2.
Okay.
Lose 1. Oh,
so I'm rolling for 4.
4.
These bikes also roll white dice and search to block. Block 1, I lose a bike. All right, going to go ahead and go to the stack. It's going to be our commander, Veers. He is going to go ahead and spot our 2, so he's going to throw an aim onto the speeder bikes here and an aim onto himself, even though he's not going to be able to use it for this round. And then we'll go ahead and move him to be in a more advantageous position next time.
Going that way. I thought he was going the other way. This makes more sense.
Yep.
Perfect.
That'll be Veers.
Go to my stack. We've got a core. We got these guys here. They have 2 suppression. They are suppressed currently. They will stay suppressed.
Maintain that suppressed.
I don't know if I really want them to move at the moment, so I think we're just going to...
Are they in 3 of Cody over there?
The courage is 2.
Oh, they're phase 2s. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't...
They're phase... I thought they were phase 1s.
That's why they're over there. They're the only ones who could take the courage, because Cody's only a courage of 2 anyways. So I think we're just gonna shoot into that bike and just see if we get lucky with a whole bunch of white dice.
Sounds good.
Okay, this is just totally looking for some crits here, pretty much. 1 black dice from the leader, and then 6 whites from the Z6. So we chose to kill the engineer because he is a regular combat, so you can kill him before the heavies. I felt like he wouldn't be as critical as Z6. Anyways, 1 black, 6 whites, no aims, no nothing. Light cover bike. Oh, we've got 2 through.
2 through on the bike.
That's much more than I thought I was going to do.
And we're going to take 2 wounds on that bike. It's got 1 left. All right, I'm going to go to stack here. It's going to be a core. Let's go ahead and go with this red unit. They're going to take a dodge for their first action, and then for their second action, they're just moving on up here.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. There's a bomb right there.
Will it hurt him?
So we are going to go ahead and roll some dice and see what happens.
And after you find out what happens, what are you doing for your second action?
No, they dodged and then moved.
Dodged and moved up. So that way you can eat the bomb a little better.
That's cool.
I'm with you, buddy. Okay, he rolled the defense dice. It is going to blow up once. With
it
the,
is just
the block.
once, thankfully.
It's a black and a red, surging a crit and blast, so no cover here. And it's going to be... Should I reroll this one?
Yep, we'll call those cocked.
So it's going to be a hit and a crit, so you can dodge the
we'll
one.
Dodge the one, and then we roll for the other. And we're fine.
My last unit in my stack is the Barkatark.
The Barkatark.
I'm going to measure like this, guys, because there's no other way to do this. So hopefully that's fine with everyone watching at home.
It's not. I want
that's
all
okay.
of the angry comments, please.
So they go there for its compulse, because it has a sidecar, so it lowers it down to speed 2.
Sure.
It's got the rocket launcher sidecar, which gives it impact 2, which is pretty handy in this key moment here.
That is handy.
So we're going to take an aim, and we're going to shoot the ATST and see maybe if it will stop rolling blocks and we can do a couple damage.
Let's take a gander.
Okay, we've got a rainbow from their main guns, and then a rainbow from the RPS. Difference is the RPS adds the impact 2. I do surge to hit. I have name token. Let's see what we can do. So this surge to hit. So we already have our impact. So let's spend the aim and see if we can get any natty crits here. No.
Right,
So you're looking at 2. So
Mr. ATS.
if he cannot roll blocks this roll, then he'll finally break.
No, I only have 5 damage. I break at 8.
You have 6.
Oh, I do have 6. And I do break.
Roll the orange
Let's
dice.
see what happens.
And before anyone asks, this orange... Ooh, that hurts. That hurts ATSC way more than my
That
ATRT.
hurts way more than
the
hurt
main
you.
gun, of course.
Oh.
But the orange dice came from someone, not this year, but last year Adepticon gave it to me for playing him. I don't remember his name, but he was nice enough to give us that. So that's where that came from.
All right, going to my sack here. It's going to be our last unit of speeders here. So we're going to slide this bad boy in
He's
here.
compulsing for that first action.
Compulsing for first action. We're going to take an aim for our second action, and we are going to shoot into the bark. I'm sorry, not the bark. The ATRT that has 2 health left.
It's a good shot, but your bikes will be in an interesting spot next round.
Yeah, they're not going to be doing great, but...
It's a good shot.
All right, so we got the double rainbow. We got 2 aims now, one from Veers and one from their action. And that's a super solid start.
Well, so you're already up to, what, 4 crits?
4 crits so far.
Yeah, I don't think the ATRT's looking
We'll spend the
nice.
first aim. We'll spend the second aim. And it's just 4.
Oh, only 4.
Only
You
4.
didn't even need the aims to get to the 4.
It's true.
I have not yet rolled a block with my white dice. Let's see.
You rolled a surge, and they surged to defense on the first shot.
Oh, yeah, okay. I've not rolled a block
You've not rolled a block.
on the ATRT. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
You got 2,
But 2 was enough.
Through.
If the other engineer was close by, he could have saved him, but he blew
All
up.
right, my last in the stack here is going to be these stormtroopers. This bomb is gone. They're just going to move up to the edge here, and they're going to take a shot into this lovely bark that moved up because it's in range, and why not? And we will go ahead and go to the box for it. All right, so we're taking this pot shot into the bark. We have 6 stormtroopers, so that's going to be 6 white dice because our HH12 is cumbersome. And we
It's so heavy.
will see what happens. We do surge to hit.
I'm going to have heavy cover here because of the terrain and my built-in light cover. So
Yeah, so you're going to look at 1 after cover eats my 2 surges.
this guy rolls a red defense dice.
Ooh.
No surging, though. No. Okay, this is the end of round 1. I'll be able to move that cart in his second. He'll definitely be able to move his cart because I have 2 things to range 1 versus his 1. I lost 4 clones, including my engineer, which was unfortunate, and my ATRT did blow up. Though, even with 2 heals and his hot defense dice, we were able to put through 8 damage on that ATST and break its main cannon. So that's kind of nice. With that said, go to round 2. Round 2. I went with Synchronized Offensive, which is 1 vehicle. After friendly vehicle units issue an order, it can choose a friendly clone trooper unit at range 1 and 2 and issue an order. So that's nice. Sets up its own fire support shot. He went with Ambush. 1 pip roll off, we rolled red dice, so that means I rolled the blank. So it's done. My bomb cart moved to there. His bomb cart moved to there. I gave my order to my surviving ATRT, who then coordinated over to the rocket launcher phase 1s. Cody then directed, because he's got commanding presence, this lovely LAAT, and he got an aim from his lead targeting ray. But with him going first, I'm assuming he's going with the broken nose cannon.
Yeah,
the ATST.
We're going with the broken ATST. We're going to take an aim, and we are going to shoot into the ATRT.
The ATRT. That went well for my first ATRT. Let's see how this one goes.
All right, so I have a rainbow for our light blaster. And then for the main guns, I lose 3 dice. So I'm going to lose 2 whites and a black. So it's going to be rolling 2 reds and a black.
Because it's gun broke from the damage.
From the damage. So 3 reds, 2 blacks, 1 white, surge to hit, light cover, impact 4. All right, so we surge to hit.
You got all your impact.
The aim, because we need to whip one more.
Blank.
One more paint here
on,
to
blank.
not lose something.
Ah!
So cover's going to eat 1. We're going to impact into 3. So 3 crits onto our lovely ATRT.
White dice, surges a block. Moving on a wing and a prayer. We got one!
Got 1, so 2 onto the ATRT.
I go to my stack. We got a core. It was between these guys. These guys are in risk right now. But I don't know what they're going to do. I think what we want to do is there's a full unit of bikes here. That's a lot of impact.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to take the purples. We're going to aim. We're going to shoot everything with our DC 15 and see if we can do some damage.
Let's do it.
So 5 blacks is the engineers of combat. 2 red to the DC 15. Surging to crit with an aim.
All the things.
Let me rephrase that. Not surging to crit. Critical 1.
Critical 1. Much
Big
more
difference.
important. Much more important.
With an aim. Okay. Light cover bikes.
Holy smokes.
I mean, that's a pretty good start. I mean, that is everything, isn't it?
It's
So
all
my
it,
1
yeah.
crit hit. So I'll lose 1 to cover.
Yep.
So you're looking at a total just 6.
You don't want to re-roll and see if you can get all crits?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Just...
You know, to clone sheer tokens, I don't know if you knew that. So he'll just save it for his other buddies. You know?
Okay. So 6 white dice. No blocks this time. All right, going to the stack here. It's a core. Let's go with the red guys here. We're going to take an aim for their first action. They're going to tap their Stormtrooper Specialist to get an additional aim. And then we're going to go ahead and shoot with our HH-12 and the rest of the guns into that ATR.
We'll have heavy cover because it's pretty decently conceived by that LAAT cockpit there.
All right, so the HH-12 is going to be 3 black, impact 3. 3? 2? I'll have to check. And then 5 whites for our normal Stormtroopers. We surge to hit. He's got heavy cover. I've got 2 aims. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I also have
with
precise. Yeah. So we get a natural crit. We've got 2, 3, 4.
He's going to check his impact as he's running over to the table. What is it, sir?
It is 3.
It is 3.
Correct. Okay.
That's probably why it's a exhaust. It's good impact.
So we're going to spend the first aim on these 3 with our precise. Get no paint. We're going to spend the second aim on our 3 whites here. We're going to go 1 natural crit. So you're going to lose 2 to our cover. We're going to impact these 2. So you're rolling for 4.
4. Oof. Okay. Can we roll some paint on our white dice? Come on, big boy. We're one with the Force, and the Force is with us. We got 2.
Oh, 2.
So I'm going to take it. That's the best they've done all game.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to 3 wounds, and before it, it just kind of dies. This is on, I think that's from
I was
last
going
turn.
to say that's from last turn.
We're going to go with him. He's going to take the aim I just put away back.
Sure.
He'll aim, and we're going to tap these lovely RPS rocket launcher full unit clones, and we're going to shoot everything to see if we can punch that ATST in the mouth.
I feel like you got a good chance.
Okay, the ATRT is 2 blacks, red impact 3. I'm adding to that 4 blacks for the regular clone troopers, and then a rainbow for the RPS. With holding it, this shot will have impact 5, surging to hit with an aim.
Come on, light cover.
I don't think it's going to matter. These guys surge, unlike the regular clones.
Rude.
Ooh, we've got a natty crit in there, too. It's Christmas.
Also rude.
Man, this would be a good shot against regulars.
Yeah.
Spend the aim on these 2. That will surge, but we're only going to impact, what did I say, 5?
Yep.
So this hit would go
It'll
into
be
cover.
6 total.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 6 total. You have how much health left? 4.
8 of 11.
Only
So
3.
Yeah,
Just 3.
Just 3. Probably gonna. Oops. 6 is what we're looking for on our dice. We got 1, so we're gonna take.
You got 2,
Oh, we got 2.
but you take 4.
We take 4, so he dies. On my stack here, it's gonna be a support. We're gonna go with the purple bike here. It's gonna take an aim for its first action. It's gonna go ahead and shoot into these boyos with its second action, and then it's just gonna compulse this way. We're gonna do it on film here before we go to the dice box. So that'll be what that looks like.
Before that was just for the
sake of filming.
Yep, there we go.
All right, guys. We just have 1 rainbow left. They will have light cover from having a suppression. And let's see what we can do here. We do surge to hit. So we got 2 so far. We'll spend the aim on this guy.
3?
Probably not.
No.
Nope. So just 1 after our
Z6 is at risk here, though. We need
suppression.
that natty block. Otherwise, the big cannon goes down.
Welcome to turn 2 Joe, where he gets blocks.
Go to my stack. We've got a core.
It's a core.
I think it's going to be these orange boils, the last core that has a gun in this
Sure.
ring. They're within range 3 of the LAAT. So
There's a LAAT right here.
I think simply we're going to take an aim and shoot. And we have this other aim on these purple guys who didn't have to use theirs, so we can spend 2. Let's see if we can get some crits through on this armor.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
4 blacks for the regular troopers in this unit. 2 reds for the DC 15 with critical 1. An aim on myself and an aim on a neighbor who is so kind to maybe lend it to me. He's got full armor, so we're looking for lots of crits, guys.
Well, you got 1.
We got 1 and no surges yet, so we'll spend the first aim on these 2 blanks just because why not? There's another crit. We'll spend the last aim on, we'll say, these 2 for fun. We didn't get our critical, but we got two natties. So
2 natural crits, not bad. We do have full armor, so that's nice. So let's see what we have here. We're going to take 2 wounds. We're going to go over here to the stack. It's going to be Commander Veers. We're actually going to go over here. Our first action, and then we're going to spot our 2. We'll give an aim to the LAAT, and we'll give an aim to these purple stormtroopers. We will go to town.
Okay, no shooting, but he's supporting what Veers does best. My stack unveiled the last core. It's not what we were really hoping for, but that's what we got. So, they are suppressed again. Can they roll you off? They do. They have courage too, so they will get their 2 full actions.
Rude.
So I think simply what we're going to do is we're going to shoot first, not aim or anything, because they have 1 health. We're going to hope that the dice gods are with us. We're going to shoot him first.
Okay.
And then I'm going to decide based off that where I want them to do for their second action.
Interesting. Okay.
No aim. We got 6 white dice, 1 black dice, no surging, no aiming, no rerolling.
Got
It's a
that
light
sweet,
cover
sweet
bite.
light cover.
So we need a couple hits to make this even a chance to hurt him.
How about 2?
How about 1 crit? 1 crit will get through the cover.
One after cover here.
So,
all right, white dice. If you could go back to your friendly turn 1 form, I would appreciate this. But this is turn 2 Don, and turn 2 Don, as we all know,
you got it.
got that. How about that? It is.
He had
turn
no
1
faith
Don.
in himself.
I had no faith.
So he's going to move up now after his shot. It's best I can wedge him in there. He can land it. But the question is, will I have another unit to come over here and help? I do. So we'll see. Back to Don. Don, what are you doing?
All right, so going to the stack here, it's going to be a core.
A core.
Let's go ahead and go. We'll go with the snows.
Snow troopers.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take an aim and then throw it on the ground. We're going to move up. And we're going to go ahead and take a shot into the bark just for
The bark.
for some joyful shootings.
He's hiding behind that skinny pillar for light cover. And he has light cover, so he's up to heavy. This is a smart bark.
All right, so we've got 2 blacks, we've got 4 whites, we have surge to hit, we have lethal, and we've got heavy cover. Oh, well, that's pretty solid.
That's a good start.
That is pretty solid. So we will.
You're going to reroll or you're going to make it lethal?
Let's do.
For your options.
Yeah, let's do. We'll make the lethal. So
So
we'll
two
lose
will
2
get
to
through.
cover. Two pierce 1 here.
2 pierce 1, okay. I blocked nothing, so
right.
haha, your pierce did nothing. Rude. Going to my stack, we've got the commander himself. He will pass out his free observe 2 onto this lovely flying helicopter-looking thing with no helicopter part.
Sure.
And then we're going to take an aim for our first action.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to shoot it. We have a lethal 1, impact 1 gun, so let's see if we can do some damage.
Let's do it.
We've got 2 observer tokens I just put out there. An aim I just took. 2 reds, a black and a white. Impact 1. Lethal 1, surging to crit on his full armor LAAT. Let's see what we can get.
Let's see.
Well, that becomes a crit. So we're up to 2 already. That's not a bad outcome.
Well, that's going away to cover right now. So
Let's spend an observation token on this black dice then.
okay.
There's that one. Well, I mean, why wouldn't we just keep going? Let's spend an observation token on this too. Let's get nutty. Nope. And we'll lose this to cover, and we'll spend this to make it lethal. So 2 pierce 1.
2 pierce 1 onto my lovely LAAT. Oh, we blocked
Good
1,
pierce.
but it does get pierced.
I forgot to tell everybody, when he moved up into range 1 of this bomb, we did roll a defense dice. It was a blank, so it did not explode, which Don was happy about and I was happy about for different reasons.
Yep.
Going back to Don.
Going to the stack here, it's going to be our support, which is our last unit of bikes. They're going to go ahead and do their compulse move here.
Pretty much land on said bomb.
Shwing. Yep. So we're going to end up right here on the bomb. They're going to take an aim for their next action, and then they are going to shoot right on into that lovely bark speeder there.
Not my bark speeder.
So this is still a fully healthy unit of bikes. It's got a double rainbow, surge to head into the light cover of the bark with an aim token. And we'll spend the aim on these 2. There we go. We'll lose 1, so bark's rolling on 5.
5 is his full health value if he was fully healthy, which he's not. I have rolled 0 blocks with the bark spear so far, so let's see if we can change that here heavily. I need to save at least, 4 of these to survive. I'm sure this is doable. I think this is worse than blaming on the roll personally, but you know it's what happened. Last one. There's the bark that died. Okay, we have our LAAT left.
What are we gonna do, Mr. LAAT?
He's torn.
Feeling Latin?
He's torn because there is a lovely bike unit right in front of him. He feels like he probably should just wipe them out to be done with them.
Well, if he doesn't, you don't move your bomb cart.
That's also a good point.
So you have to kill that unit.
Yeah, I mean,
it's pretty pivotal
to do that.
You
make a good argument, sir.
I mean, you're more than welcome to not do it.
The question is, do I take a second aim to do it, or do I shoot and move, which would still keep me in range 1 of the bomb cart, I think.
You could do that, but you also then are only shooting your primary gun.
Well, I could recover, bring it back. Because I already have the aim from Link. You know what? John, I like the way you think, sir. Let's take a recover.
I don't know why I'm helping you beat me, but I'm here helping you beat me.
I don't usually run the LAAT. So.
I know. Neither of us do.
Let's recover the armor-piercing shells to shoot just way a lot of dice at this 1 health bite.
Let's do it.
Okay, so 5 black dice, 2 red dice. This is with the main gun and the armor-piercing shells. Impact won't matter. I have an aim. He has light cover. Let's see what happens when they blast him.
Let's do all the things. That is pretty solid.
We'll spend the aim on this one because I don't surge.
Pretty darn solid.
There we go. Okay.
Well, so we're going to lose one of those to cover.
So you're going to have 6. You need 6 white dice.
6 paint white here.
Any blanks and the bike's dead. If you roll 6 dice, we might just have to have a minute here.
All right, let's go. Let's go, guys. I am 1 with the Joe, and the Joe is with me. 2. 2 is not enough. That bike will go down. All right, we're going to go over here to the stack here. It's going to be a core. We're going to go with the purple team. They are going to tap their specialist and get another aim. We are going to go ahead and take our shot into the ATRT. I only can see it with the 3 units of the rocket, the extra specialist, and the leader can see it. So we're just going to put all those dice into it there. And then after that, we are going to go ahead and...
Because cumbersome was fixed.
Yeah. I don't need to move. I thought I did. So we're going to take another aim. So we got 3 aims. We got 5 dice, and we'll see what we can do. So I have 3 aims. We just only have 2 by the dice box, so we're going to deal with that. I've got 3 blacks from the HH-12 and 2 whites from the Stormtroopers. I can see them. And let's see what we can do here. We got 1 natural crit. How bold do I get? We'll spend the first aim.
First, I would say first to carry your hits, maybe. I don't know.
We'll spend the second aim on these 2. Right now, we're just getting 1 crit through, unfortunately. And that's what it's going to be, 1 crit, unfortunately.
We have 1 more aim still.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So we roll those 2 white dice.
Let's see if we can do it for the 3rd time. Yes. All right.
So just 1 crit because of the cover. Man, this cover is saving this ATRT's life.
It really is.
It really is. Because he's not saving nothing himself. This is his 4th wound, which breaks him. Right? He's not broken yet, right? Yeah, he's broken now. And he gets...
Ooh, it was almost the weapon again.
Ooh, not the gear. Not the gear.
All right, we're going to go ahead and go with my stack. The last thing I have that is alive is the LAAT, because the other thing in my stack is the dead bikes. We're going to recover for our first action, and Baron Rudor gives me a beautiful aim token for doing that. So I get an aim token from Baron Rudor. I have 1 from Veers. I recover, and I'm going to shoot all my armor-piercing shells into that heavy cover LAAT, or heavy cover bark, and see what happens.
It was up to 4 damage. I put the gear out there. That's what he rolled for his break.
Alrighty. All right, so we got 2 reds, 5 blacks with our impact 3 into heavy cover. I do have 2 aims and marksmanship. And we rolled some good crits.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
So these are blank. We'll just marksmanship up these 2. So we got 4 crits. That's what Baron Rudor gives you. Marksmanship and recover for an aim. So we'll leave that with cover.
So we really need
4.
some. We only have 2 health left, so we need at least 3. He's a dead ATRT, guys. No, yeah, it's dead. Hey, look, I rolled 1, but it's dead. Yeah. Here we are, the end of round 2. These guys are still alive. I was a little surprised, but I'm happy. They're hiding behind the cart. They're going to be able to move it because they both are at range 1. That's his only range 1. Bomb did not detonate, which was interesting. I did lose an ATRT and a bark, so I lost all 3 of my supports in the game so far. He lost an ATST and a unit of bikes, so...
2 units of bikes.
Excuse me. Yes, we both took out 3 activations.
You one-shotted the other.
I forgot about that one. Yeah, that was nice. But yeah, we're going into the next round. Commander Cody, who's specialized in vehicles, is down to 1 vehicle, so we're going to see how the rest of this goes. Round 3, where he went with pin down reads. After friendly support or heavy unit performs an attack against a unit with face of order, they may put it back in their token pool. But I was like, not today, sir. I'm going to bring it down. Commander Cody only. It is during his activation, he can perform his free actions up to 2 times. When a friendly unit attacks or declares an attack against an enemy unit that has observation tokens, you may spend 1 of the token. If you do, you can choose to have suppressive if it's an enemy trooper, or impact if it's a vehicle. Not choose, suppressive for an enemy trooper, impact for vehicle. So that's really nice, except for dark troopers, because that's a little weirdness, but, you know.
Dark troopers break all the vehicle rules.
I feel like they do. So Cody got his order with aim. He directed over to the LAAT, because it's the last vehicle I have left, who has link targeting ring, got aim. He gave his to this bike here, and in the LAAT, because that's their thing. But I'm going to go Cody first, and he's not going to pin me down. No, sir, no, sir. Okay, we're going to go with Cody. I think what Cody's going to do, because now that all the vehicles he's wiped them out besides the LAAT, I think there's a clear target on his back now.
Maybe a little bit.
So we already have the aim from our target once. I think we're going to use our observe 2. We can do it twice.
Throw in some observation.
So
4 observation tokens out
2
there.
on him, and then up, we're going to do it again, and another 2 all on the LAAT.
How about that?
We could put some on these bikes, but we want them on the LAAT right now.
Makes sense.
Because they don't have impact or suppression won't matter with them. So
that is true.
We do that, and then we're going to attack the LAAT, shoot it in the face as best we can. Now I'm going to move just slightly to get behind the line of sight blocking LAAT here.
Okie dokie.
Okay, we've got red, black, white, lethal 1, impact 1, surging to crit. He's got full armor. I've got 4 observation tokens. And I'm going to spend an observation token to make this impact 2 now, because I'm adding impact 1 with my ability.
2. Okay.
So impact 2 now, which is really nice little ability.
That's pretty solid.
And he does surge to crit, so I think we're just going to leave everything else alone. And just...
You're going to lose one of those to my light cover.
Yeah, light cover before I moved. Your LAAT does?
The LAAT gets covered because it's a LAAT.
So you would have 1 less, because I had 2 hits there.
Correct. You do have some observation tokens if you want to...
No, I think I will let my free impact I spent go away, which is unfortunate. But I want to make this Pierce 1.
Okay.
I don't think the odds of me getting all crits are pretty low.
Pretty low. So I block 1, you pierce it, so I take 3, which I believe breaks me.
Yep,
so
you were 2 away from breaking.
Go ahead and... All right, the movement one. That's what we wanted to see.
It is the one you wanted to see.
All right, well, before the LAAT gets blowed up, go ahead and go with that. We'll recover for our first action to get our armor-piercing shells back. Not to pierce armor, but to have dice pool. Recovering gives me an aim with Baron Rooter. And we'll take a shot into the HH-12 unit, because they're the first ones I see.
They don't have an HH-12, I have an RPS. But
RPS, yeah. Rocket unit.
Or if you want to spin around and shoot an HH-12 unit, I'm fine with that too.
Yeah. All right, so you are familiar with this shot by now. 2 reds, 5 blacks, 1 aim token, heavy cover on some clones. And let's see what we can do here.
It's a good start.
No, it's not great.
You have an aim, it's a good start. Oh, you have marksman though, you were thinking about using.
Yeah, it's...
I would probably aim because you have a red in there. I think it's worth... Versus just changing 1, you would lose the other 2.
Yeah.
Yep, see? No, you don't search.
Nope,
no, that
I don't
wasn't...
search. So
still same result.
Not good. So 1.
This would be 1 no matter what, right?
It would have been 2.
It would have been 2 because you could have changed the blank. Okay, well, my bad.
How dare you
I figured a red would have hit, so it would have been at least a
I would have
wash.
thought 2, but...
I'm just going to add insult there, apparently. Sorry, buddy. We're going to go with my LAAT, who's, I guess, going to hang out at the edge of the map for the whole game.
Sure.
So we're just going to take an aim. Nope. We're going to recover our shells back.
Recovering, okay.
Do the same thing he did, because I have an aim for my targeting rate. And then we're going to tap the shells just for dice pool to shoot into those lovely spears.
Sure.
Okay, so we brought this lovely armor-piercing shells to wreak havoc on vehicles to only shoot spear bikes the whole game.
I like the idea of it.
5 blacks, 2 reds with the shells tapped and an aim. Shooting into light cover bikes.
Let's do it. At least we both suck.
Yes, it's real bad. Spend our aim. It'll be 1.
Right, we'll roll for our 1. We'll take a wound. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the bikes before any of them get taken down. We're going to take an aim for our first action. We're going to shoot into the orange unit here, and with this not giving more than 1 trooper cover, they're going to have no cover. And then after we shoot, we're going to go ahead and move. We're going to do this before we shoot, though, because we film things.
Before we roll.
Yep, so we pop over here. We'll pop right there. Just to get a little extra cover from the shots that are going to come from these lovely people.
Just make sure.
Well, I guess we're touching the.
We're all touching the cover,
so it doesn't matter. Never mind. Anyhow, let's go to the dice box. All right, so it's going to be the double rainbow, aim, no cover, search to hit, all that good stuff. I will just go ahead and take all 6. Guess I could have taken a different action.
Oh yeah, must feel good. Okay, well, let's see. Can we not lose the whole unit in 1 shot? Would be great. We lose one clone, actually, so that actually was great.
Remember how I play this game against clones all the time? You know how many I played 6 games. I played 2 of them against clones. I killed a bunch of them, guys. There were a bunch of dead clones in those games. Not like just vehicles. I can kill all of the things that aren't clones in your clone army. I can't kill your clones. I killed a bunch of clones.
Okay. Go to my stack. We've got clones. Let's go with the blue guys who have 1 suppression before they get any more. We need to see if we can roll it off here. Oh, we do.
You would.
So they can take an aim and then shoot. And with those Lebsy observation tokens, we will spend an observation token to add an additional impact onto our rocket launcher.
Ooh, all the impact. Welcome to being a stormtrooper now.
Okay, so 4 black regular guys, a white, black, red for my RPS, which gives me impact 2. I'm spent an observation token before this attack to add another impact because you're a vehicle. So now it's impact 3 with an aim token and 2 observation tokens still remaining on you.
Boop, boop.
A lot of words. So we've
been calling those cocked the whole game.
Cocked. Sorry. We'll spend the first. I think we'll spend our aim on these 2.
Okay.
And we'll spend. So right now we got.
Right now you're losing 1 to cover, so you're getting 3 crits.
That's fine. We only have impact 3, so we're gonna let that stand. We'll lose the 1 to cover,
all right.
and my impact 2 plus the 1 for the observation will make it 3. So I'm not gonna get greedy here.
3 onto the LAAT. And it goes down. All right, we're gonna go to the stack here. It's gonna be a core. We're gonna go with the red troopers here. They are going to go ahead and start moving down because we can't shoot anything from here. So we'll pop over there, and we will take a shot. All right, who can we shoot? Let's check that first. I don't think we can reach... Oh, no, I think
you can reach orange guys if you want to.
There's the only ones that lost somebody over there, right?
They've lost 1, yeah.
Did the blue guys lose anything?
No.
They just took suppression.
Yep.
So let's shoot the orange guys, because we can.
Okay.
And we'll go to the next. All right, so we got 6 whites. We got heavy cover. We got search to hit. You can have 1.
1 crit on my orange boyos.
Welcome to Don Shoots Clones, where they don't die.
In my stack, we've got clone. Let's go with the face user still alive somehow.
Yep.
You know what? I forgot this whole game, guys. I hopefully didn't point out. They are a reliable 1. Which would have helped if I rolled those. Anyways, it's okay. That's my fault. Took an aim for the first action. They don't want to trigger this, so I can't move out of it without moving back and out of the fight. So for this turn, I think I'm going until the LAAT moves at least. I'm going to just aim and see if we can take these bikes down a little bit.
Aiming and shooting some bikes.
Bonus
Bonus points in the comments for Joe for getting the search token.
Yeah. Something about surge or token or, in that range.
Phase 2 surges, guys.
6 white to the phase 2 Z6 and 1 black for the leader. He has light cover because he's a bike. I have an aim and a surge. Well, it's a great start. It's a great start. We'll spend an aim on these 2 whites here. No, that sadly didn't count. So we'll spend the surge to make it 2 getting through cover.
2 after cover. Need a paint here, guys. Need a paint. Got it. 1 more wound on the bikes, but it's still alive. Going to my stack, it's going to be Mr. Veers. He's going to go ahead and throw a aim token to both the stormtroopers and the snowtroopers. He's going to hop on over to get right there. And that will be him. Actually, we're going to stay up a little bit higher.
He changed his mind already. Okay. Go to my stack. We've got clones, purple people eaters. I think we're done with these bikes for this game. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an aim.
Okay.
And we're just going to shoot all the dice.
We're going to shoot all the dice?
All the dice.
Sounds good.
Okay, this is the unit that has the engineer who has already been tapped. So 5 blacks, 2 reds, critical 1, with an aim, shooting light cover bikes.
Light cover bikes.
There we go.
Good.
So this will turn to a crit. So everything but 1. Let's spend the aim on that one. We'll get it as well.
Why not get it?
So we'll lose. Oh my god, look at all the crits on that one, actually.
Yeah, that was
lose
stupid.
1, and you're looking at 6.
God. Only that was against an armor shot, huh?
Yeah.
I've had to roll 6 white dice a lot in this game.
You kind of have.
I don't like that.
I mean, we'll see what it rolls, I'll tell you. That one will actually, I think, matter, too.
So I block 3, take 3,
You have 1 health
so that
left.
leaves me with 1 health
roll.
left. All right, going to my stack. It's just going to be cores now, so we'll take these purple fellas here. We're going to move up. We're going to see if we got range on our 2-man squad back here, which we do. So we will shoot them.
Okay.
All right, so we got 6 white dice into light cover with an aim and precise 1. Let's see what the dice gods say. They don't say anything nice so far. 1 is not enough to kill 2 people. Still not enough.
Well, does E6 live, or is it going down finally?
It's gonna live. How about that?
It does. So we have this clone unit here who does have 2 suppression, so we do have to try to roll off some suppression here.
Do it.
We didn't enough, so we do. We're well within Commander Cody's range, so we get still get
No
1
panicking
action.
for you.
This is probably stupid. We're gonna shoot the bike. I just need it gone.
That makes sense.
Okay, this is 3 blacks, 2 reds. I did lose a trooper earlier from this one. Critical 1. He has heavy gutters. I'm not touching the giant stone Jedi statue. So we do get the crit through. So can he roll another paint is the question.
Oh, it wanted to be for a second there, but I didn't. All right, last but not least, it's going to be the snows here. So we are just going to go ahead and move 1. We will move 2. With steady, we'll go ahead and take a shot into... If we can see the orange people, we'll shoot them. If not, we will shoot the blue guys.
Okay.
All right, so we got 4 whites, 2 blacks, lethal, and...
I don't think I've taken a dodge this whole game, which is very not like me.
You have not. It's very weird. Heavy cover on these clones. We searched to hit. So we've got...
3 so far. Making it Pierce 1, or are you going to reroll 3?
1 Pierce 1, or...
No, it's
I
not
only rerolled
precise.
2. It's going to be 1 Pierce 1.
1 Pierce 1. Okay, I lose a clone. End of round 3. The bikes took too much shots, but they're gone. We do have 2 of my units controlling that card. He has plenty. His whole army that's left is controlling that card. I did lose some stuff this round. He lost some stuff this round. The LAAT's gone on his side. That's what happened. His bombing cart, though, is decently a little closer than my bombing cart. So we're going to go to the next round 4 and see what happens. Round 4, round with Assault. 3 units issued order. He went the Imperial Discipline. Imperial Veers in 2 units. When a friendly unit is issued order, it can recover, which does help with all those rocket launchers.
Sure does.
I gave my orders to... First, I directed this thing right here with my Cody, give him an aim from his linked target area. Then I gave myself an order on Cody, which gives him an aim from target 1. And then I got 2 other orders to both my frontline phase 1s. The back phase 1s did not get one, and the phase 2s didn't. So it gives me full bag control. He gave his to Veers and 2 stormtroopers. That means his bag consists of 1 snowtrooper.
This is true. So I also have full control.
I rolled a block or a blank again, which means he gets to go first. What would you like to do first?
Sure thing. So we're going to go ahead and go with our purple troopers here.
Uh-huh.
We're going to tap our specialist to get an aim. We're going to shoot everything we got into the 2 remaining stormtroopers, and then we're going to go ahead and move...
You mean clone troopers?
Clone troopers, yes. I'm going to move over this way.
Because with Cumbersome's new rule, you can shoot it and then move.
Shoot and then move.
Oh, he just died. He just had
an
unfortunate Mario Kart infarction.
This is true. Yeah, that's words that you just said. All right, so we're shooting into heavy cover. We got 3 blacks from our HH-12, 5 whites from our 5 stormtroopers, an aim from our captain, and precise 1. That's a solid start. We'll re-roll the
I don't think we've ever had this many cocked dice on this dice box.
I know, right? So that's a hit. We'll re-roll the 3 of these with our lovely aim.
To nothing.
Of course, I have not converted any of those, so you are looking at 3.
Oof, I only have 2 guys left. I do have a surge token from Reliable 1.
Slim chance here, guys, that I kill the Z6.
Ooh, there's a good chance you kill Z6. I'm nervous. I'm shaking. We're okay. Tom, what might have to dig out that crown here in a sec, buddy. I think I have to start advancing and not fire support because we do have to, control this bottom cart. Well, we actually still do control it with them, though. I feel like it's a trap, Joe, but at the same time, we kind of want to fall for it. No, we don't. You have too many things left. Okay, let's go ahead and shoot so we can start our RPS because, Cumbersome, like we said, got the rules changed. And then we're going to move up with our clones here just to get a little closer to this guy.
Sure thing.
So that way next round we're in a good position here.
Who are you shooting?
We're going to shoot this unit that was right here.
Shooting the purples.
Or actually, I think we'll shoot the red because they'll just have light versus their heavy.
Probably a better choice.
Yeah. Okay, this aim is on Cody if I want to use it. We're going to be really reluctant to use it because Cody likes his aims. But we got 4 blacks and a rainbow going into light cover. Stormtroopers who have not activated yet. Let's see what we can get.
Sure thing.
It looks good until you realize we don't surge. So I don't think we're going to spend the aim. I think I want to keep that for Cody because he could surge. So we'll take it down to 2.
All right, 2 from the stormtroopers. I'm all right. All right, before they take any more suppression, we're going to go ahead and go with the red unit. They do have the 1 suppression on. They almost got it off. They're going to hold on to it. We're going to go ahead and tap our specialist to get an aim. And we are going to take a shot into the orange troopers in heavy cover. We're going to tap our HH-12. We'll go to the dice box.
Okay.
Same shot as last time. It's going to be 5 whites, 3 blacks with an aim into heavy cover. It's a good shot, though. Spend the aim on the 3 blanks. Actually got a conversion this time. We're going to lose 2 to cover. Rolling for 4.
Pretty dead unit here, guys.
Oh, that's funny.
We lose 1.
Yeah, right.
Okay, we're going to go with our purple troopers before they get any suppression to also move up and just they can't go fully because the guys are going to go just shy full to get to there. I'll recohere and I'm going to either shoot the red ones in light cover or shoot the snows in heavy just to give them the suppression.
That's good.
Okay, so this is 5 blacks as engineer and 2 reds, critical 1. I do have the aim on Cody if I want to use it, but we're probably going to reserve it. We're going to shoot the snows because snows have heavy and so the storms, and the snows haven't activated yet.
That's true.
See what we can do.
That's a darn
that
good
seems
shot.
pretty good. So we're just gonna lose. We'll lose 2 and just say you're taking 4 on your snows. We're gonna save the aim for Cody because we'll need one blow.
4 for my snows. All right, 2 go down. We're gonna go ahead and go into the snows. They do have the 1 suppression on them. We're gonna get rid of it, so we get the 2 actions, which is really nice.
Hooray!
We're gonna take an aim for their first action. Their second action is going to be continuing to move, because that is the new name of this game.
I wish I had a bombing unit right now. Just throw a nice mine out there.
Yeah, so we will move here.
There's a bomb they're heading towards, though.
And they will take a shot into our orange friends we've been working on the whole time.
Ooh, if you roll 1 page, you will get them to the panic level.
That's a thing. So we got 2 snows, that's 2 whites, 2 blacks for Dell. We got an aim, and they have heavy cover. What are you doing to me, Dell? So currently it's nothing.
So I guess you're gonna have to
Gonna have to spend the aim for the reroll. All right, 1.
1. Could the DC 15 go down?
No.
Yes, it does.
Hey.
We're gonna go with the LAAT, and the options are really a nice back to where we were at the very first turn of the game.
A good starting position,
Or I think this puts me slightly farther up.
just a hint, I think.
Not much, but I think
Just
slightly.
a hair forward.
You know, just like. So we'll go there for our first action.
Sure.
We have the aim from League Targeting Range. I'm not going to be able to obviously get my gun back because it's tapped.
Yep.
So I think we just shoot the regular gun we have into the snow since they're the most injured unit you have.
That's fair.
And then next round, the armor piercer shells will cycle back. Okay, so 3 black and a red. As you guys can see, I've used Hound and Grizzler 2. They're extreme this game, not using them once. I know people really want to use it because you can make Cody's thing. I never felt like I needed more observation tokens, though, Don.
No.
Like, I never felt like I wish I had another one to... Because his ability, I was able to trigger every time I wanted to.
That is not a good 8 points.
And I don't like that he's 8 points and Hound and Grizzler take an action to do their observe for.
If it was a free observe, like all of the
or
other
if the LAAT had compulse. Either compulse or free would have been nice, but he doesn't have compulse, and you don't have a free observe, so I don't like it.
I'm with you.
With that said, 4 blacks, 1 red, because I can't use my shells this round, shooting into the heavy cover snows. With an aim token, because of link targeting. So probably not going to get much through here.
Good start. I like it.
We'll
I like
spend
it.
the aim on these 2.
You got the crit, of
We
course.
get a crit at least.
All right.
Something showed up.
Snow's rolling.
You're okay.
Block
This
it,
is
though. That's all right. I'm going to go ahead and last activation is going to be Veers here. He is going to join the fun on the field. And we are going to go ahead and take our shot into the last orange guy. See what we can do.
He's pointing to the statue saying, please help me. I am one with the Force.
We're also going to inspire 1 off of the stormtroopers.
When you do that.
All right, so Veers has 3 white dice. He surges to crit. He has sharpshooter 1, so your heavy cover goes down to light. And he has pierce 1 on this gun.
Come on, blanks. Blank me, blank,
It's probably
blanks.
gonna be blanks.
Please don't hurt me. Woo! Guys, I know we don't call him at the channel a lot, but in our gaming group, he is blanks. That is his name.
This
in the
is
gaming group.
this though when I threw the dice down, this is what happened.
And this is what matters. Hooray! Okay. Oh, we got our phase 2 boys over here who are still alive somehow. Let's see if we can rally some off. They just need 1 off to be able to get 2 actions. They got it. That Courage 2 kicking in. It'd be silly to go forward and trigger this bomb. So I think
you should try it.
we're going to backtrack a little bit as my finger's in the way. Hang on. Right there for the first action. And then they're going to start running forward, telling people they're going to help.
We're coming. We brought cake.
Okay. Okay, we've got the last... Oh, we have Cody, too. I forgot. He hasn't gone.
Oh, yeah.
The phase 1 here, he is up 4, which means he's technically... I should give him... He's a panic token, let's pretend. But if I can get 1 off, we don't panic. Let's see. Luckily, we don't run off the board anymore, though. So there's that.
That's very true.
We do get 2 off.
Jeez.
So we definitely get our 1 action. And I think for this 1 action, he's just going to start moving up. Because he's not going to help anybody just hiding. So
This is true.
he's going to move up. And then that will trigger... He's going to tell Cody, hey, yo, Cody, go smoke some lovely snows. Cody's like, I got this. So Cody's going to go next.
Okay.
He's got an aim from his lovely target 1.
Sure.
And we're going to move out. I know it seems a little risque.
You have to.
But we kind of have to. So it's going to put us right by this other gun right here.
Sure.
And that's our first action. We're going to throw 2 observation tokens out on the snow troopers.
Observing
Because we have Observe 2 for free, which is always a good choice.
Sure.
He does have to take cover, guys. I haven't used it this game and probably won't. But we're going to go ahead and shoot now with our aim and 2 observation on the snow troopers. See if we can maybe get to Dell. Maybe. Okay, we got 2 reds, a black, and a white in the light cover snow troopers. I have an aim and 2 observation tokens. I searched crit, lethal 1, and impact won't matter anymore.
All the words.
I think we impacted everything we could in this game.
I mean, I still have things I can impact. But...
So we crit there.
So that's going to cover so far.
I think I'll spend one observation token because it's the last thing to go. So we're going to spend all our tokens here. Let's see what we can get. There's another crit. Jeez. Now I'm really torn. I think you risk it, right? You risk just re-rolling this and then make it lethal if we don't get the crit.
Yeah.
We don't get the crit, that goes to cover, but we will make it 3 Pierce 1
3 Pierce 1 on my snows. So we're going to block 2. We Pierce 1, so we'll take 2. So that's 1 wound on Dell and a dead snow.
Well, round 5, we're here with maximum firepower, which reads at the end of his turn he gains that attack, which I don't think he'll be able to get off because we're so close to each other.
Probably not.
But he did it probably for this sweet 1 pip here. I went with push, and I'm going to try to push it real good, guys.
Push it real good.
I'm here all week. I gave it to I gave it to Cody and to the 501st Blues, and then directed this vehicle, which got his link targeting array, and Cody has target 1. So my stack consists of my other 3 cores. He gave his to Veers because he has to. You get to go first. Where are we going with, sir?
I'm going to go to the stack. It is going to be a core trooper because that's all I got.
No, it's going to be the snows, you might say.
We're going to go with the snows. They got a suppression.
Before you lose Dell.
And they're going to hold on to it.
So just a shoot? Or just a, oh, you can move.
We got steady, buddy. We got steady.
What was I thinking, guys?
Yeah, so we're going to hop them over here.
Bomb cart.
You know what? It's totally fine. And we'll hop him over here. And let's shoot.
You can't see the guy. I don't think you want to. Or can you see him through the thing? I don't know.
I can see the Z6, but I can't see the other heavy there. I can't really see that guy. Let's just put a shot into the blue troopers right in front of me.
501st, okay. Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to move, change the way I moved a little. No, I have to move that way because I need to be close to that.
Okay.
So no big deal.
No big deal.
All right, so they're going to get heavy cover. This is 2 blacks and a white. And that's all the keywords that matter. So you're looking at 1.
Here we go. Oh, you're shooting the blues, though, not the 1 orange guy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Never mind. I thought there was 1 orange guy. Oh, we're still.
It wasn't going to matter.
We're going to go with Cody. I think he wants to go first. He wants to lead with example here. He's going to pass out 2 observation tokens to the stormtrooper units right in front of him. We're going to shoot first with our aim and our 2 observation tokens. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move this way. We both said we can go over this little metal piece because it's less than the height of the mini with the new rules. So he's just going to walk over the gun and the little thing right there. It'll land right here after his shot. So let's go see what his shot looks like. Okay, this is 2 reds, a black, a white, lethal 1, impact 1, search and crate. You guys know this with 2 observation tokens and an aim. Let's see what we get. His storms have no cover. That seems a pretty good start. Let's spend 1 observation token on this white die here. And then we'll spend the aim to make it lethal. So you're getting 4 Pierce 1.
Oh my god.
So
Alright,
losing
so take 2. Go on my stack. It's going to be a core. We'll go with the stormtroopers that just got shot. They did not roll off their suppression, which is super unfortunate. So that means they're just moving.
Get into their cart so they can keep moving it.
So we're just going to go back here.
I'm going to come from the other angle so you guys can see the cart. From my side, it's really hard. It's like, it looks like it's coming out the back of the door of the LAAT, pretty much.
That's what
here's where he's trying to get to. Here's where I'm trying to get to. We're both starting to creep up on it. This game's going. Okay. Okay, we're into my stack. We've got our purple troopers here. They're going to move up as much as they can to about, let's say about, I don't know, there.
Sure.
This observation token is still on those stormtroopers who ran away.
Stormtroopers, this is their token, so we'll just leave it all on the same token here.
Okay. Normally I would keep working on those stormtroopers since they have, you know, a observation token and they are down some, but I want to shoot the storms that haven't gone to see if I can suppress them as well. So that's what we're going to do.
Yep.
That same engineer unit we love since the beginning of the game. 5 blacks, 2 reds, critical 1, no aiming, and his stormtrooper has no cover. Here we go.
Do it.
So we will get 3 because we do have critical 1. 3 on those storms.
Oh, they have no cover?
The red ones? Give you light, I guess, for the gun barrel.
Okay.
Take 1 away for the light.
Sure.
Call it a little bitty gun barrel light. So 2.
All right, 1 goes. All right, we're going to go ahead and go with Veers.
Look at the scrum of like units and bomb carts and LAATs.
He's going to go ahead and inspire off that suppression you just put on the red stormtroopers.
Man, I'm going to have to do it again now.
He is going to go ahead and... What are we shooting here? I don't think I have the guy with 1 health left. If I move over here... Nope, the LAAT's still in the way... Or the... Yeah, the actual LAAT's still in the way.
This LAAT, not this LAAT to confuse you.
We'll shoot those guys first, and then we're going to move.
Second possible suppression.
Yeah, we're going to move, but I have to do some measuring to make sure we don't trigger this bomb here. So we're going to move right there.
Okay.
And we'll take our shot. All right, so it's just going to be 3 whites. I have sharpshooter, so I bring his light cover down to nothing. There we go.
Who are you shooting?
The blue.
The blues, okay.
So 2 pierce 1.
So we'll lose 2. You don't get to use your pierce. We're going to go with the LAAT, because it can for sure move and shoot since it has an aim. It's got its shells back, too, so that's fun. I'm just trying to decide if I want to move this way, or if I want to, like, weirdly come up on here. That would take your cover away, which would be kind of fun. But I think I want to push forward, you know? Really just push it. So we're not going to move all the way, because as you can see, that rock's in the way. So we're going to come as far as it can, touching this rock.
Ooh. Just don't displace your guy there.
I didn't. We're good.
Don't displace him.
And we'll shoot everything, the shells, everything into that unit of stormtroopers that haven't gone yet.
Sounds good.
Okay, so with our armor-piercing shells, which don't do anything, it's 5 blacks, 2 reds. They don't have suppression, so they have no cover now. Yeah. So 2 reds, 5 blacks with an aim, no surging. Let's see what we get.
Jeez.
I mean, that's a good start. We'll spin the aim.
Okay.
Except for that last shot he did last round.
I guess.
Okay, so you're looking at a total of 6.
Again, rolling 6 defense dice. At least they're red this time.
So that should help.
That's not gonna help. It helped a
You
little
lost
bit.
2. That's a pretty good roll.
Down. So going to the stack, it's gonna be them. So they have their 1 suppression. Gonna hold on to it, of course, and we're just gonna keep that movement.
Are they gonna trigger
going.
the bomb?
No. Why would I trigger the bomb?
I don't know.
I have no reason to trigger the bomb.
I feel like eventually you kind of have to, don't you?
I don't.
No? Okay.
So we'll move over there, and that will be them.
We're going to go with the blue 501st. They do have 2 suppression on them. We're going to see if we can rally any of it off with it over here. We got 1 off, but it's still 1 action, so we're going to do what Don does and just kind of move them up into the fray because they need to get to huffing.
Sure.
So they're going to come up to right next to the engineer, who's also blue, so we won't confuse them for the same unit. Hopefully.
Sure thing.
And we'll cohere him like so. And then we're going to go to our stack and get this orange guy who's still somehow alive. He's got 1 suppression on him. He's going to keep it, so he only gets to move 1. So I think what we're going to do with him, we're going to come a different way with him.
Sure.
I think we're going to come back to about here.
Okay.
Touch this, so that way I can see the cart through the little door there. And then last but not least, we have our phase 2s who are real far behind, so you guys can take probably a good guess of what they're going to do this round. Run, 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 run. They have no backpack while you run. So we're going to come like this, going to come up like so. And that's going to be the round.
Sure. So we got a whole bunch of everything right here.
So we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 40 or right?
4 actually.
2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5.
Oh, you have 5.
I thought I did this right, guys. Yeah. Everything but the LAAT's in range. Yeah, everything with the LAAT, just barely not.
Yep, and I only have 4 units left alive. So we both get to move our bomb carts. And then next round I lose.
So we just moved our carts. He is here. Obviously going to easily get in range. I am here this next round of 6 we're going to move. We talked it over since I still have...
out-activate me.
Activate him, and he has to move up to be able to touch his cart to keep that going. He would like to call it, since we're both going to be able to touch our objectives probably fairly easy.
I am very much losing on points.
And his Stormtrooper and Snowtrooper's dice pool are really low now that they got hurt a little bit, so I don't think he's enough. I mean, he could probably kill that guy.
No,
maybe.
No, I cannot.
We're going to call it there. He did kill a Bark and 2 ATRTs, but then like somehow he called it. Every time he calls it. You have both of my 212th, both of the orange units. One has 1 health left, and one has 2 health left. He did get the other blue down to about 3 health left, but that was it. He has Veers untouched. I have Cody untouched. I got a LAAT untouched. So yeah.
Yep. Couldn't pull it through there.
Let's talk about the new one we wrote out. Let's talk about Commander Cody for a second, Don, before we get into everything else.
Yeah.
So Commander Cody. These are the 2 cards I brought. I didn't bring his 2-bit, but I'm going to grab it here in a second just to show it. Because I didn't have anyone who can take wounds. And it says, when Ranger suffers a wound from an enemy attack, I get to attack back. So you need like a Jedi or a named unit with you to suffer those wounds, or Wookiees or something besides,
Are you sure that's how it works? Because don't you take a wound on a trooper unit? You just, it takes a wound and kills them, but it doesn't have a wound on them.
Maybe I'm thinking of a wound token?
Yeah, I think that might be different. I'm not sure.
Well, I'll double check. So if that's true, then it's better. Because if clone goes down, you can just shoot again.
Yeah. But I mean, against me, it's pretty much useless because I can't kill any clones.
Well, it's not bad. It's not a bad thing either way. He gets to shoot again,
Yeah.
so that's nice. But these two for this one were really good. This one was the one that gave everyone impact against his armor. That was helpful. Suppressive, it was troopers would also be nice. This is nice too, just to get your clones moving, because every time a vehicle shoots something with an observation token, friendly troopers at range 1 get to move up at speed 1. So it just helps you push them.
It especially helps things when you bring like the rocket that's cumbersome. Like
Yeah.
having that
And you wanna
rocket
keep that
being
fire
able to
support.
pop forward is really handy. Yeah, just the general movement, because clones don't like to move already, so free movement, you can't go wrong there.
No, but to be honest, even if his cards were both all garbage, his basic stat line for a clone commander.
Very solid.
I know people are going to come at me with this comment, but I think Rex is very underwhelming in the game right now.
He is
at his point cost and his range restriction and them nerfing his cards over the years. I think he is very underwhelming for his points. If they dropped his points back, we would have a different conversation. With that said, for 5 points more, you get the jetpack built in right there. You got to jump 1, not jump, but still, you get a free observe 2 every round. You can also just buff your people by giving them take cover, which I didn't have for this round. Not that I mentioned he has a direct vehicle and a target 1 with surge to crit, lethal 1, and impact 1. Range 4.
The funny thing is like the direct vehicle, it's almost even a trap to when I think of Cody, I don't play Republic, but when I think of him, I'm like, I have to bring a vehicle. You don't have to bring a vehicle with Cody, and he would still be really good.
He would.
Like, he could just lead straight up clones, and you're throwing out free green tokens. Clones love green tokens.
You could. You would obviously not get. You probably wouldn't bring that card then because it's 2 troopers, 2 vehicles.
Right. You don't need that one, but
I think even if you didn't want a vehicle-centered list, a bark or 2, or the cheaper vehicles, just as a 2 support, is enough to get enough use out of that.
But he is very solid, and that gun, range 1 to 4, 2 reds, 1 black, 1 white, lethal 1, impact 1, with free freaking target 1 and search to crit. Like, search to crit in clones is primo material.
Yeah, he sets up some great fire support shots. He's got good movement. He's got his red defense dice. The crit is always nice. The free observe 2. His cards are nice. I don't see a bad thing about him.
Yeah,
I think commanding presence, if you bring a vehicle, is a great upgrade. Hunter, in this list, didn't do me anything, but if he would have brought Vader or any of the Saber users or Wookiees or anything that could take wounds, I think it would have got a lot more use to Hunter. So I don't necessarily think it's a bad upgrade, but it didn't help me this game. Just like, I know a lot of people were telling me in person at the con and on chat and stuff, like, you have to bring the LAAT with this. Here's my issue, guys. We kind of talked about in the dice box. Is I'm under the impression, and I still am after this game, the LAAT is a very meh vehicle.
Very true.
Doesn't surge to hit. Its dice pull is meh. It has to worry about cycling. It doesn't have compulse. So it wants to use its 2 actions, what I'm getting at. So when you have something that's 8 extra points in the clone army is a lot, and you have to spend an action to put 4 observation tokens out there, really hurts. Especially since Cody can tap both his free actions twice here. So
you already got 4.
I didn't need more. I mean, obviously you could have used more to re-roll, but to crack his abilities, I didn't need more of them. And the timing is really weird too, with having to get that off before you want your other stuff to go, which you saw with that fire support shot early game was not great. So
right.
I don't think this is worth 8 points by any means. It gives you nothing besides observe 4, and it's an action. It should be a free action in my opinion.
It should be. I think it should be observe 2 free.
Yep. And then this is better now that it's 105 points base, I think it is.
I don't remember what they
Not 120, whatever it is. But I still think at its heart, it's a transport, not a offensive vehicle. And I think for the Republic, especially the Republic got the 3 of out of the 6 pilots. I think the Empire got the top 3.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the one he brought has marksmanship and a free aim when you recover. So I mean, that's golden. You have the TIE Fighter pilot, which can get you your
Speed
transport
3.
much faster, which is nice. And then you have Price, who I think is a little bit better version of ours in the Republic.
Yeah,
that's my opinion on that. But I think Cody's super solid. I think we're going to see a lot of Cody out there. He is cheap at 105 for what he does. Not too cheap where he's OP or anything, but like well priced is a better word, I should say.
I think he's very worth his cost.
I also think you don't have to put upgrades on him either. I will say that. I think it's nice to have a little bit of gravy on him, but you don't have to spend a lot of points putting all his slots on.
No, you definitely don't.
I just don't think you do. With that said, we can talk about Adepticon now.
Yeah, we definitely can talk about Adepticon.
Should we set up the camera nice and have the people see us as we talk?
Sure,
like
we can
fireside
do
chat style?
that. Yeah, why not?
Let's do that. we decided we're gonna go live probably before this video actually drops to give an in-depth conversation, let you guys ask questions, etc. So if it was before this, you're listening to something that's already happened. But we'll give you a quick scenario in case you aren't able to make that live. Don, I'll let him talk in a second. He got to play in the Last Chance qualifier. I was at work trip. So Don, let's talk about the Last Chance qualifier.
Yeah, so the Last Chance qualifier, you guys all saw my list. If you watched the live from the game store, there was no changes from that list. So it was the double Dark Troopers with Boba and Gideon, and then the 4 naked Stormtroopers. I did really okay for the LCQ. I went 3-0.
3-0 is pretty good.
So not too shabby. I was very surprised, honestly. You know, I was going into the thing just thinking I was going to play some Legion, talk to some people, which was kind of my goal, and I ended up winning, so it was good. We'll go over each round and, you know, the pivotals and what was great, but 2 people forgot that Gideon has demoralize.
Demoralize one with a Darksaber.
One was a Maul and one was a Asajj, and they put them in base with a group of Stormtroopers that had an order token up, and then took a standby, and then I got to draw Gideon first. So that is super helpful, and people forget about it. I mean, I forgot about it in our game in the store, which would have changed the. I mean, it didn't change the outcome because I still won, but it would have changed a little bit with Luke being able to hit stuff. Great opponents. They were awesome tables, so we can definitely go with the in-depth. So that did get me into
Worlds, which
was awesome.
Don was at Worlds, and I got home and I was supposed to go into the office, but I was like, you know what? My buddy is at Worlds.
I needed some support.
I had to come cheerlead him. I had to go support him.
Yes. Unfortunately, you couldn't help me because my first opponent in Worlds was 3 dishes and 2 air speeders and Boba. So I thought, like, oh, okay, this could be good. There's a lot of impact, but those dishes are going to have a hard time seeing me. I forgot dishes have a much higher silhouette, so they could shoot over walls. And then I also gave him hemmed in, which was not really a poor choice on my behalf. I didn't think about it.
You deployed what in the one side, right?
I deployed in the middle. Because he was the red player.
Yeah, you deployed in the middle, and he deployed on the side. So right off the bat, he gets you to everything.
Yeah, and let's call what it was. The LCQ was my round 1, so my dice in the LCQ were phenomenal. I had a lot of saves in the LCQ that were just bonkers. And then day 2 happened, which was Worlds, and it was round 2 for me, like this game, where I couldn't save or roll a hit for anything. So he was killing, like...
It was bad. I was watching. It was brutal.
I think I took 5 damage the first shot on the Dark Troopers with no blocks. It was just 5 straight damage.
I walked away for like maybe 8 to 10 minutes just to go check something out, came back, and I saw 4 dead Dark Trooper models on your side, and it wasn't even halfway through one. I was like, what happened?
Yeah, so my defense dice left me. I mean, obviously the turn 0 choice of giving him hemmed in because I passed. Like, I should have not given him hemmed in. And then the second game was 2 more dishes. So I'm like, now I've faced dishes, I know what I'm doing. But again, my defense dice did nothing. So I was thinking I was going to weather more hits than I did. That game was a little bit closer, but it turned into trying to do Hail Marys with Boba and getting...
So at that point, you were 0-2, so for sure not making day 2. But if you stick around and play the third game, you get more prizes. So that's what you did.
Right. So I stayed around and played another game against another 0-2. It was another double Dark Trooper list, but this guy was playing the double Dark Troopers with the Gav tank. And that's super brutal. And again, my dice completely left me because double Dark Trooper, it was literally, we had 2 units of Dark Troopers within range 2 of each other, the exact same build with the frag cannons. And he just outdiced me. Like, he was rolling 2 and 3 natural crits plus the impact, and I was rolling just the impact. So he shredded through my Dark Troopers, and then Boba very nearly got his bounty, but then Boba decided not to roll any blocks on a shot against the tank, and he died in 2 shots. So again, the dice really left me there.
You got some cool arts. You got a dice bag. You got the box that we're going to be giving away.
I got a lot of cool things.
So, I mean...
I met a lot of cool people. I loved seeing all the people and people who've said that they watched the channel and talked to a lot of people. It was totally cool. That was probably the most fun experience in it, especially on day 2 when I was just getting smoked every possible way I could have.
Yeah, well, Don was playing the second game. I was able to sneak over and get a demo for Shatterpoint, and it's a lot of fun. If you guys haven't watched the video online, they posted the demo online. Demo's a very loose word. It's more of like a how to play, and you got a couple turns, but it really helped you understand how to play the game.
Really breaks it down.
But yeah, so Don didn't have a great day 2. Took day 3 off. Didn't come back obviously, and had family time. And then Sunday hit. That was the day I got to play in. So me and Don both played in the teams.
We went into the teams event. It wasn't a tournament. It was just an event. It was 2 rounds. It was 2 different scenarios that were designed by one of the
custom scenarios.
So
interesting scenarios.
They were very interesting. The first one had to do with pulling suppression off of things and then getting victory points.
Lots of slicing of computer thingy.
That one I really liked. I think we could play that in teams on the channel someday because it was a really cool scenario.
It was fun. Yeah, we played.
It was a lot of fun.
The opponents we played too were great. They won best theme, but their whole army was little stormtroopers with marshmallow heads. It looks like. And then Vader had a marshmallow head, and then they were like on a DJ floor.
Supposed to be like a rave
and
DJ.
they were like the marshmallow. They had music
they had
playing.
like confetti colored bases. They had a little.
They had a whole
like moved around. If you're
table that moved.
If you were in the Discord, we posted pictures of the army, and it was phenomenal.
They were super cool.
Yeah, it was a husband and wife team. They did awesome. We really enjoyed playing with them. But we were able to use stacked victory points on units that picked them up, and we were able to kill the one of their units that had.
We ran a Shadow Collective. I ran Gar, 2 Mandos, Capo, 2 Pikes. You ran Bosk.
2 Mandos, Pikes, 2 Pikes and Capo. So we went with all the Mandos, and we had a lot of speed. We had a lot of armor, and
when we saw that 2 of the stormtrooper units in the back of this scenario was just hunkering all these victory points, and then this thing. They hold on to it. So if you kill them, they don't drop them. They just lose those points. So we took pretty much a unit of Mandos each, Bosk a little bit, and Gar. We just sprinted them, and once we killed them, that kind of cemented the win.
It twisted it pretty good. They had double ATSTs, Vader, Veers, and then 4, 5
lots of stormtroopers. Yeah. The second game we played was also Vader.
That one
was Vader and Palp.
Vader Palp.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this was a weird one where when you pick up the objective token, you keep it, and the next round you have to literally flick it like this
wings.
From range 4 away from the board.
You had to stand range 4 from the board. You had to flick it with your fingers. If the token hit a trooper, it displaced them.
If the token landed in a legal area, so aka not range 1 of any other token, it stayed. If it was at range 1, then the opponent moved it to the next closest position. So just a slight move.
Yeah.
But the worst thing is if you don't hit the board.
Yeah, if the token came off of the board.
Your opponent gets to place it anywhere he wants beyond range 2 of himself. So obviously if we were all here, he would take that token and put it behind him or somewhere, right? And of course, the first turn you got, I think, 1.
I had 1 and you had 3.
And I had 3. And I was proceeded to flick 2 off because apparently this action, it was too difficult. In my defense, the first one hit like a tall building and then bounced off. The second one was a complete miss. But, so we started on a bad foot.
We were on the bad foot
game by game, but each round we got a little better at flicking. They got a little worse at flicking. Yeah. And by that final round, so we flipped. Like you flipped perfectly. They flipped bad.
Perfect,
They flipped so bad that they flipped like my bad the first round.
Yes.
So we just swapped, but that they couldn't get any points that last round. We were able to get points, so we won barely. Another 2 cool guys to play. We really enjoyed that game as well.
Yeah. So we eked it out, and we didn't keep they didn't keep track of kill points or anything, but we ended up first in the game uplink, so we took that as we got first.
I think the longest we got first is we had the most victory points from that first and second scenario. We kept canceling,
together. So.
But no, it was a great time. They didn't really have a ton of prize support. It was more like at the end they raffled a whole bunch of things.
A whole bunch of stuff.
Don got a Yoda.
I got a Yoda, so you guys will see that on the channel as a giveaway. And then a lot of people.
I got a dice bag. I got the World's dice bag.
Yeah. And then I kindly split up my my alt art cards winning and gave them to you because you didn't get to go to World. So you got.
He gave me the Republican Rebel ones because he doesn't play those, which was super kind of him. They're cool looking cards. They're just longer than normal cards. So I don't know how to store them.
Tarot cards, like Armada almost. So
they look cool,
but they look really cool.
I really like the art on them. So yeah, that was our experience at Adepticon. We'll go a little more depth on the live. We walked around, we talked to a lot of people, we demoed games, etc. We both will be at Gen Con, hanging out. I don't know what tournaments we're playing in, if any, but we'll both be there, so we'll keep you guys abreast as we get closer.
We'll have the shirts on at least. I don't know if we'll play in any events.
Maybe a doubles or something.
Yeah, maybe that would be another fun thing, but really want to get in. I've never Gen Con.
This will be his first Gen Con.
This will be my Gen Con first experience.
Yeah, I've gone quite a few times. So I love it, and I love Gen Con. I've played in tournaments historically the last year, and probably this year I'm probably going to go a little more tournament light and do a lot more fun activities. But we'll definitely walk around the Legion tables and look and talk and meet people and see how games are going. If not, play at least maybe some fun doubles or something again.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
With that said, I hope you guys had a great time. We'll see you next week. Probably for a Patreon list. We probably do for one of those.
We would probably do for that. And we got the Spring Cup coming up.
Spring Cup's gonna be hitting up. We are waiting. I am waiting. I should say. I'm really waiting. I'm trying to see if FFG's gonna do anything about the Blizzard Force. AMG, sorry. About Blizzard Force or the Dark Troopers. If they're gonna make any changes in the next couple of weeks, I wanted to start the Spring Cup with those already changed so we could play correctly.
Right.
If it doesn't happen in the next couple of weeks, we will just start the Spring Cup. We got a good number of guys ready to go.
Yeah.
It'll be more meta competitive.
It's gonna turn more into the Summer Cup at that point, but we'll see what we call it at the end. It depends on when it starts.
Summing, I don't know. With that said, I said a lot. You guys have a good night.
Bye.